Hi guys and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will explain how during this week you will be able to do an event that will allow you to farm all the different PvP rewards, especially Transmog sets, mounts and everything super easily without having to do any PvP. And as you will see, this is something that is super easy, and this is probably going to be the easiest way during the entire year for you to farm all these different rewards. So if you're someone who really wants some of these transmog sets, some of the mounts and everything, but you don't really want to do some PvP, this is exactly the perfect week for you to farm all these different things. And as you will see again, it is very easy to do. So this event is the PvP Brawl called Comp Stomp, and what is specific about this specific brawl is the fact that you will be able to go in the Arati Basin, and here you will be fighting AI characters instead of real characters. And for that reason, it's actually very simple to win these different battlegrounds. It usually just takes a few minutes. You just want to make sure that everyone covers all the different bases and then rush towards their start point. And here you just want to camp them again and again. And after maybe 3-4 minutes, you should be able to end the brawl. And with this, you also have this week the bonus event for Battlegrounds. So you will get plus 50% of honor gains and over rewards when completing these different Battlegrounds, and especially when winning these different Battlegrounds. And so for that reason, this week is going to be really great to farm all the different honor points and also the different mark of honors, which are these different items that you will be able to use in order to buy different type of rewards that are linked to PvP across all the different expansions. So just a quick reminder, in order to take part in this brawl, again, you only have until next Wednesday. After that, it will change and it won't be back before a few months. And all you have to do is to go right here in the player versus player tab. And here you want to go in quick match and you want to go on Brawl Comp Stomp and you want to join battle. So again, normally it's very easy. In just a few minutes, you should be able to find a group and then to join. And at the end of this Comp Stomp, the way you get these different marks of honor is by winning these different glorious contender strong boxes that you will get each time you win one of these different brawls. And as you can see inside, you will receive from 1 to 3 of these different marks of honor. And so with these different marks of honor, again, you can then go and talk to all the different PvP vendors across all the different expansions. And as you can see, you can then exchange them for some full sets and also for some full arsenals of all the different weapons from this specific season. So this is by far one of the best ways to get all these different appearances, because again, this is the easiest battleground you can do and it doesn't require a lot of time, and then you can get tons of these different marks of honor and you can then buy all the different transmog sets and weapons and all these other cosmetics that you want that are from the PvP. And as you can see, when it comes to how many marks of honor you will need for one full set, it will be 12. And then for one full arsenal, it will be 80. And again, here it includes really every weapon from this season, even the ones that normally you can't equip. But as these are all basically cosmetics, you will be able to learn everything when buying one of these different arsenals. So in total, you will need a lot of these different marks of honor if you want to collect all the different appearances across all the different expansions. But normally it will be pretty easy for you to get enough to buy the few sets that you really want from the PvP system. So when it comes to the different vendors, for Dragonflight, you will need to go in Valdraken, and here you want to go inside of this building, and here you will be able to find two different vendors. The first one will be selling all the different blue sets, the combatant's gear. And so again, you can get everything from this guy, and then you will be able to find all the gladiator sets for all the different seasons from the Dragonflight expansion on this other vendor. Then for Shadowlands, you want to come in Oribos and you want to come right here in the Enclave, and here you will be able to talk to Zosorg in order to buy all the different gladiators gear. And then you will also be able to talk to this guy right here to buy all the different aspirants or combatants gear. Then for Battle for Azeroth, you will need to go outside of Dazar'alor for all players. And here, as you can see in this zone, you will be able to find the different vendors that will be selling all the different PvP gear for all players. And then if you're playing on an Alliance players, you will need to go in your main capital. And here inside the Eschine docks, you will be able to find the vendors. So as you can see, it's indicated on the map. Then for Legion, you want to go in Dalaran, the version of Legion. And here inside of your respective sanctuary, so the Horde one and the Alliance one, inside of some of the towers, you will be able to find all the different vendors for all the different seasons of Legion. Then for Wilds of Genre, you want to go in Ashran, or at least in the main capitals that are linked to Ashran. And here for all players, it will be located right there. And then you can go for Alliance players right here, and you will also be able to find all the different vendors. Then for Mist of Panara, you will need to go where there is the big wall in the middle of the map. And for all players, it will be a little bit more north in the map. You will be able to find all the vendors right here. And then for Alliance players, it will be a little bit more south, and you will be able to find the Quartermasters near the Valley of the Four Winds. For Cataclysm, you will be able to find all the vendors in Stormwind for Alliance players and Orgrimmar for all players, and they will be located inside of your respective Champions Hall, where there are all the different PvP vendors. Then for Wrath of the Lich King, you can go in the sewers, and here at this specific location, you will be able to find a bunch of goblins, and they will be selling all the different PvP items from this expansion. And finally, for Burning Crusade, you want to go in Area 52 in the Neverstorm, and here again you will be able to find some of these goblins, and you will be able to buy all the PvP items from Burning Crusade. You will also be able to find some vendors selling items from Classic WoW, but you need to unlock an achievement in order to actually buy these different items. And so again, I really want to insist on the amount of Transmog sets that are available. You have so many of them for each expansion, for each class. So I would really recommend you to have a look and see which ones you really like and the ones you should buy in priority. Of course, remember, a lot of them are recolors of some of the other sets that were available through, for instance, PvE and through raiding. But again, you still have a lot of unique appearances and unique colors that are also available. And so this is definitely something that will help you to get some really cool sets. And each time you will get the full set. So I think this is really cool. Also, it's important to note that with these different marks of honor, you can buy some of the different heirlooms. So if you are still missing some heirlooms for some of your alts, with these different marks of honor, you can buy a full set of items and also some items to upgrade up to level 35. So again, this is another use for these different marks of honor and something that I'm sure some of you will find useful. And of course, next to all the different things you will be able to get with your different mark of honors, you will also be able to upgrade your honor level. And with these different honor levels, you will be able to get other type of rewards, including all these different mounts right here. So for instance, at level 15, you will have the prestigious one. So for instance, at honor 15, you will have the prestigious bronze courser. Then at level 40, you will have the blue one right here. Then at level 70, you will have this other one right here. Then 125 is this one. Then at 150 is the purple one. Then after that, at 250, you have the red one. And finally, at 500, you have the Brute Forge Courser, which is one of the coolest mounts, I would say, in the game. And also one of the most difficult to get. And all these mounts are flying, and in my opinion, they are really cool. So by doing all these different battlegrounds, you will be able to upgrade your honor level and to hopefully unlock these different rewards right here, including all these really cool mounts. And of course, when doing all these different brawls, you will be able to get a lot of honor points. And with these, you can buy, for instance, all the current gear from this season. So you can buy these different appearances, and these are actually very good for PvP. And you will also get some conquest points. So here, these are actually pretty good champions gear. So for some of your alts, it might be really, really useful. And then you have the different teams for the gladiator set for this season. So maybe again, this is something that you are interested in, and you will be able to get them with your different conquest points. And the last thing that I want to mention is the fact that you will also sometimes get, for instance, some of these different vicious bloodstones, and also some of the different plants and recipes in the different log boxes. And you can then sell all these different items on the auction house for quite a lot of gold. So just make sure to always keep these, and if you're not using them, just sell them on the auction house, and like that you will also be able to get a little bit of extra gold. And finally, I also want to highlight that you will be able to do this weekly quest right here that you will be able to pick up from Rufus in Dornogo. And with this weekly quest, you will be able to get already 5 Mark of Honors, 110 Conquest points, and 250 Honor points. And all you have to do is to win one of these different brawls. And like that, you will get all of that right away. So definitely something that you should pick up as well. And I believe that normally just by entering the brawl, you will receive the quest directly. So you don't even have to pick it up. You will directly be able to accept the quest and complete it afterwards. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope you will be able to... So that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope you will be able to get all the different rewards that you want during this week. And again, I would strongly recommend you to not skip this event, because this is probably one of the best moments in the whole year to farm all these different PvP rewards without having to do any PvP whatsoever. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos, and in the meantime, I wish you all a great day. Bye!